to see what they have going for them. And already looking like a sort of more vanilla prioritization coming in from BREN. A lot of light armors, a couple of ghosts here and there. Seems pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy right now.
Yeah, pretty standard stuff. And I mean, BREN, as you mentioned before, very strong team. Definitely the favorites to come on in here. So many games. They're top 10 in the Valorant Valorant.gg rankings. And, well, frags back and forth start things off. And Borkum taken off the field by X10. An important player off of this BREN esports squad already. Is X10 looking to make his statement in these early rounds as they make a move towards A?
Good news is they still have dubstep, but tripwire will go off, and they will know that somebody's hanging out in heaven. Would have liked maybe to see them wait to reveal themselves, as they will still wait for them. And now they have given the site over on A and this plant, and Bluetrap actually is going to jump over onto heaven. I don't know if they heard them take a couple of ghost shots. Definitely heard the reload now, but I mean they still have to retake the site, so that is a big test for BREN now.
They're pushing up towards them. Poo one tap doesn't want to get caught out and drops on down. Now in position, expecting players to come through more of the main, but there's so many above. These two players in Hella could be all important. Paranoia comes on through, but the smoke to try and deny it. Dubstep finds that frag. The push is coming on through. They have a player advantage, but not for long as Dubstep taken off the board. Ching trades out, but Poo one tap holds strong, and it's 1 versus 1. Only 5 HP left on Dispenser. You know how difficult this can be. Getting peeked out. It's a freebie for Fox, and it's been pretty spread out. I'm happy to play these different sites.
Really prioritizing that control of long, because I guess they're still expecting this push to come in. But I mean, it was smart. They lost Poo in the process, and now they don't want to commit to it too much. That being said, though, BREN doesn't mind knocking at the door and seeing if they can find anything. Oh, and look at that! Ching won't actually find anything. It will be at least a plant, though, something for Crow's Troubles, but I don't see them closing it out much more than that.
I don't either. The right click comes on.
Definitely putting up a fight right now.
Really are BREN looking to get very far forward, wanting to make these plays on in. You can see there's an opening. There's a couple of players to be shot, but don't quite land it yet. Dubstep finally gets that frag, but well, Poo is all too happy to trade back and forth. Because now they have that player advantage, but only 5 HP from Poo tap. You know, that's a fine place to be in if you're on this attack, especially because you can just muscle your way on in.
Very true. And I like the fact that they have been disengaging as X10. They know on attack, playing for picks is so crucial. Massive blind though, but it's not going to be able to follow up anything. Nice trap being set up by the Cypher. So, I mean, they're slowing it down. They are aware that there's a push-up coming in C long, so this does allow BREN to set up for the defensive.
Really does. Good shot coming in there. They take down Ching, who was trying to find that opportunity, but you can see now Dispenser. As good a position, as good as their timing is. They find a frag onto Scary here. We keep on pushing forward. They're waiting for the push to come through from the backside. It's going to be big and down to Borkum here. They just extend past. They need to find this opportunity to make a frag. Quantum Thief comes on through. There's the frag. Borkum makes it happen. To run it back. He's going for the flash and making the play. Gets the spray, finishes off Sushi Boys. And has that little bit of time to work with. Even finds the frag. And BREN esports take that.
It on to be Dispenser. Not going to give the information this time. They are now going to be the ones who are needed to frag. Maybe get a couple of damages as the smokes for both connectors are taken down. Poo actually managed to find one as well, so this does even out the playing field. Just taking out anybody that's on rotation. Oh, finds one molly, but not to be the other.
Yeah, gets rid of it, which means they can play with the time that they have. Trying to maybe bait out some shots and also just stick this here. You see the ultimate coming on through to try and deny that. A lot of damage going through, but no one quite dying yet. X10 playing those longer angles. Know that they absolutely can. X-Fox finds the frag. So many coming through for X10 here. 1 versus 3. There
Nice
it goes.
try.
Wide open right now. X10 could definitely look to pounce on that one if they go for it. You can see Fox still looking towards this site. This is a real surprise. Shoots out that. The paranoia misses.
Oh, the
We
commit.
can hear that the spike is going down. No push coming through. Fox completely unpunished. What a surprise. Look behind. Ching is about to get flanked here. This is going to be absolutely massive. This frag is going to come through easy peasy like. Sushi Boys finds that frag and continues to push on through. Jumps out the worst possible timing. Dispenser seems to have the timing down like he just knows it. And a couple of times now, and not having that breach to make that offense work can be a real problem.
Yeah, the flashes are so valuable here, especially if you're going to try to push up long. That being said, though, they do have the firepower still on their side, so, you know, we'll see if they can find anything. They are going to make Ching's life a little bit harder. Foxes will be able to find two for their trouble. They do get traded out, though, as Dubstep will be able to find that frag, but now they are pushed out of the site.
Killjoy comes on in. They're trying to lock this down. You can see Dubstep very aware of what they're trying to do, but just can't push on in at that timing. Dispenser doesn't even make the cut. That's an easy frag coming on in. Spike goes down, so it's 2 versus 2, and still a decent amount of time on the board with that spike only just going down. That means they can start to move into position. They give away their position, however, with that push there. Jesse starting to move around towards that longer angle. It's surprising to see the operator playing the closer one. Thought he got a call out for a second there. Whips out the knives, but it's too little too late. And, well, he's got a rifle. He'll finish it off. Jesse finds that frag that is oh so necessary and will pick up the round for their team.
I almost thought that was going to line
Spots
up.
out, knows that the play is coming, has that paranoia ready, wants to let it loose and wants to peek out on their own terms. Utility comes towards, they get flashed, they get taken down by Poo One Tap here. This is a big opportunity. They've got site control, they've got a player advantage. X10 are going to be able to get that plant on down, and now it's going to be that retake from BREN eSports. They've been playing it well so far, but against a player deficit, that could still be very much of a problem. They're spraying through. They forced the player out, but they haven't found that frag yet.
No, and is Dubstep going to find the value at the op? There's so many people planted along, I don't know.
They're going to start to push on through. Cruz holds strong, takes down Dispenser as they jump on in. Flash comes through, but there it comes to push. The Nano Swarm is down as well. They're just pushing in aggressively. There it is. They're looking for the opportunity. The Hunter's Fury dashes down, but needs to check to the right. Dubstep does go down here. Sushi Boys just holds that angle. They get a half charge on
Everybody's getting ready to push over to A and tie up the Series 6. The 6 will see if they are able to lock it down. Already Pooh is able to get at least one. Beautifully done. Oh, I hear the teleportation coming in.
Sushi Boy's going to get that spike down as well. The plant goes down. The Killjoy goes off. And, well, you can see that BREN didn't get caught by it at all. Get forced off that position for the most part. You can see Pooh getting ready to move on in. Has those knives. Wants to make something happen. BREN are waiting for that opportunity. Pooh doesn't even commit. This is going to be such an easy right click here. It's paranoid, but it doesn't matter how paranoid you are. If you're close, it's free. The 4K comes out for Pooh here. Looking for that frag, misses it.
Thoroughly impressed with the amount of teamwork coming in from X10 as BREN sort of have had some superstars. But speaking of which, right now, BREN needs to make sure that they all work together to push onto the site as the attack. They do manage to get at least the first frag going in, and they're still pushing through Garage. Hopefully, find the progress that they need to lock down the C site.
This is a good couple of frags coming through here from X10. They managed to even it back on up, even though it looked like things were starting off pretty difficultly for them. You see the utility start to come on forward. The spot will come on through, and that's 2 quick frags. X10 shut it down, pick up the pistol, and now BREN. Always great to watch here. Pooh holding this angle. This could be massive if they push on in. That's a freebie, but there are more. He gets taken down. Dispenser shuts him out. Rotate's going to come quick. What a beautiful flash coming in there from Cruz. Manages to take down another. But Ching all too happy to take that frag as well. Dubstep, it's right on in their face. The push comes on through. X10 down to 1 player. Sushi Boys, that last remaining one. They're trying to bait out with the spike. This is going to have this smoke, well, obviously, dissipate. And then just around the corner, is this Omen. Ching is just waiting in the wings. There they are. There's the spray, but they miss everything. It's a 1 versus 1. Damage goes on to Sushi Boys here. They're going to put down the turret. They're going to cover the cross, but Jesse, very sensibly, isn't... Oh, it's all a bait.
What?
It's all a ruse. But I think they heard. They're coming straight back. X10, no.
This is insane.
Will Jesse just give the up
Oh
the
my
goes?
goodness.
This is the opportunity. Does not hit the shot. And X10 turn
It'll
of
be a
force.
big economic boost for them. They need to play it carefully, or just win out the aggression and catch Foxes off guard.
Yeah, that is massive there. Good stuff, but gets shut down by Pooh, who's ever the thorn in their side. X10, happy to frag back and forth. And I just want to quickly give you a stat while we have some time. There is an 80% win rate on this map for BREN, and that is not over a small amount of games. The fact that X10 are taking them here and looking oh so confident while doing so means that BREN are getting hella shook right now. X10 might just be the young upstarts we were looking for to really spice up this competition.
If it wasn't spicy already, it's getting spicier now. Beyond what I can handle. They will get a little bit of information from Borkham, and they'll actually push on that. Really nice stuff from Jin. Does get paranoid for just a second, but they managed to get 2, and now it is again Sushi Boys all on their lonesome. Can they clutch this out again?
I mean, they've done well so far in being able to do that. This time they're versus 3. Can they make up the numbers? Looking to push on through. Borkham again waiting this angle. They've got a crossfire ready. Sushi Boys pushes this. It won't end well, or at least prettily. Sushi Boys has got to make something happen here.
Oh my gosh.
There it comes, the push. They waited too long.
Oh
They're
my
giving away.
gosh.
Sushi Boys moving on in. Jesse is... Spencer up close on this B site. You can see the Omen waiting for them. Gets forced out. Brilliant stuff by Putap. They take him down, and now BREN eSports 3 versus 4 after they pick up a round. Yet again, their backs are against the wall. Jesse finds the frag there. An all-important one. Borkham moving through onto this A site. You can see the retreat. Jesse is looking towards this A site too. You can see Ching waiting in the wings. Takes down Fox as they try to rotate on over. This site is very much in their control. Right now, player just above, wanting to play from heaven. But Ching in hell will manage to block it off. Sushi Boys can't quite make that impact yet. Doesn't even spray through the smoke. Doesn't want to give away their position.
Oh, the smoke.
Pooh. Always using that smoke as a safety net right now, pushing on through. Doesn't find the frag. Ching, position given away. That means Sushi Boy will be able to take down Jesse. Knows that they can't be contested from that position, but not going to commit. They just don't have the time. They don't have the resources. Committing a lockdown here would be tantamount to throwing, and X10 know it. They've got time. They can wait this out. And BREN eSports bring it back to just...
Here. Though they're hanging out potentially at long. Maybe they can find something with a duel.
There's an opportunity here. There is something there.
Oh no!
You're going to find the misses. Borkham wins that out. Doesn't even take any damage for it. The run it back coming through. I don't care about your nanoswarm. I'm just going aggressive right now. Takes down a lot of the utility here. Doesn't know that there's a player still on site. And that could be a real problem here. Sushi Boys is still dealt with though. Ching on the ball. Scary will finish them off. And they don't know that Scary is going to be porting into the back left of this site. That's going to give him away the info. Oh, he just about manages to hide. He's in the wide open. He gets the spray, takes him down. Cruz finds that frag as well. BREN eSports.
No!
He's going to tell him, no, he's taken down. As he tries to channel, it's just one left. And you can see now BREN getting that spike down and setting up for postmark.
Oh my gosh. That was so good. That was an amazing attempt. But yeah, this is looking like BREN right now. We'll see what happens though. Potentially Foxes can close this out, but no Dispenser. Just waiting in the wing and head very efficiently. They already have this plan. And now we finally have BREN in the lead, which
things like Stinger. This could be huge when the push actually comes, and it is coming to this site.
The Crows does shut that down, though. Dubstep does come in, doesn't find anything, though. Fox is able to find it's pretty massive.
They're in smoke. They push out. There come the frags. BREN 2 versus 1 now, but, well, Sushi Boys They're always getting aggressive. The Killjoy goes down. The lockdown is in effect, as you see. BREN eSports are starting to back on up. They don't want to contest this, but at the same time, you just know this push is going to come through. Sitting on the defuse. You need to rush through as quickly as possible. You're not going to make it in time, Jesse. You're just not there. The frag comes through, but it's too little too late. X10 steal around. There's not all too much you can do to push on in here. Drops down. Oh, Fox actually finds a frag. I really don't feel like he should have. But there come the big guns from BREN eSports here. Good shot from Sushi Boys. Finds a frag back, but Borkum shuts him down, and it's 3 versus 2. BREN, even if they lose every player while winning this round, still have more than enough money to buy. Yeah, Borkum uses to run it back, is playing forward and aggressive. Wants to catch some of these players out, but doesn't actually find anything. No one commits too hard to that. He's going to use it as an opportunity to go plant this spike, and they can't really contest him. There comes the Hunter's Fury. They find a shot. He's trying to bait it out, doesn't want to get caught all too much. They're going for that one there, but it doesn't quite land. The return ultimate coming out right now as Jesse is looking for that frag, looking for information. Doesn't find anything. Borkum gets the spike down, but goes down in response. Fox finds 2 frags here and pushing through that line there. Does find a little bit of damage. Shots trying to ring on out. Sushi Boys sticking that plant, but you see it. Jesse finds the frag. 2 versus 4. One to come and land here. Fox wants to try and deny it. Doesn't manage to stop the plant. Finds a little bit of damage, but not enough. Again, forcing his players forwards. We do see a lot coming through. Utility aplenty, but no frags yet. That lockdown is going to be all important. They just push on through, and the frags come thick and fast. Gets detained as well. What a mistake here from Borkum. He's shaking his head. The diffuse is going to come executing onto this site, into the waiting arms of X10 here. Paranoid goes on through. Cruz is out in the open. Oh, finds the frag on a dodge step. One traded back, but that's so free for Crows there. Just one player left on BREN, and they just continually lead themselves into these difficult positions. Dispenser versus 4, and X10 might have just cleaned it out. I think Haven absolutely was their map, and BREN just weren't able to hold a candle at the very end here.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, and I think we do see the read coming in. And that will be it. Scary closes it out, and
why we're seeing BREN eSports with 2 players up in that position right now. Both of these teams have been very aggressive so far in looking for those opening frags and opening pieces of information, so it's always interesting to see how that works out. X10 don't overextend, however, on this B side. They know they want to execute towards the A site and drop those players on down. So you see the utilities starting to come on in. The push is executed.
Again, pushing through. A little shot
Jink.
through the smoke.
Spike planted.
Almost brings down Foxes. But it's spiked down, and they get 1 tap to the head, and Borkum is gone, and almost their friend too. Dispenser will be able to find Sushi Boys at least, but I mean the spike's been playing, and the clock is ticking, Rook.
Yeah, they managed to clear out the player along long hauls. So that means, Fox just barely survives there. The diffuser, they're defusing. They won't be able to deny it. They push on through. Ching takes them down, and that is frags aplenty.
The health does make me feel like it's still in favor for BREN, and I don't think we're going to see the momentum stop there. Dispenser
30 seconds left.
could pretty much close this out of the Soap Desire, but that's a pretty good smoke if they can get the plant. No information. They shoot through the smoke. That tags them up pretty nicely. And they get the plant. They actually can fall back into shower. So this is pretty huge for X10.
Yeah, X10 looking to hold this angle. Dispenser just sticking the defuse position. Oh, gets the half charge. There it comes. Sushi Boys finds the frag onto Jesse. And Dispenser is just baiting out these shots.
Actually is going to miss Sova coming in from market.
Shutting down players who could be coming from over, but there's no one there. All important in the angle. A quick 2K there. Brilliant stuff again by Foxes, but there comes the frag. He turns up. Sushi Boys holding the angle, spraying through, but hits it. Finally stops the diffuser from going. They're looking for the kill. There it comes, so darn low. Sushi Boys just holding the angle. Finishes things off. Turning around there, expecting something a little bit different. Expecting the rotate, expecting the teleport. Moves on over, wants to bring that showstopper to bear. but doesn't find anything. Oh, gets Pooh! They don't manage to get the spike down. This is massive. Dubstep trying to move on back. They teleported it away. X10 looking to catch them off guard again. 2 versus 3. There was someone waiting. There it comes. He ultimated all the way over. It's 1 versus 3. Can Sushi Boys clutch it out again? Finds that first frag, looking for a little bit more, but...
Sushi Boy, a lot of time I haven't even seen use their own gun except for the Sheriff, so we'll see what happens here. Though, with all that information, I don't know if they can find anything. Gets at least 1 tag, but Dubstep's going to be able to wrap that up. And they will go back into their hidey hole. Love that they all push together, but that means that A is pretty exposed right now.
Yeah, Ching is still on that site. A little bit of backup. The peak will come through. Fox taken down early on here, just overextending, not respecting the fact that he was going to be right there. Dispenser's taken off the board, and Pooh is rushing on through, trying to back players up with that ability to use those knives. Crows pushing forward aggressively. No, getting shot in the back. Didn't flick around in time to deal with Ching, and that means that this is going to be such an easy opportunity to close out. Ching doesn't quite finish off the player. He's able to push themselves into a very solid position, and well, with Pooh going down like that, there's only 1 left. They've been struggling to make it work, so I like that Pooh is already in that position. Borkum takes them down super quickly, though, with Dubstep pushing up as well. There is free frag after free frag. It's down to 1 player left, and that is just easily cleaned up. Fox on this position, and X10, as you kind of said before, it's not the end of the world if they don't even pick up any more rounds here, but they're still getting absolutely destroyed in some of these rounds by BREN. X10 unable to properly capitalize off that one, and that recon bolt doesn't find all too much. Drone's going to get shot out. Oh, just barely. They're going to know there's a player just to the left here. Ultimate comes on through, trying to make it happen, but Dubstep is picked out of the sky, and Borkum is taken out by the sky as it falls down upon them. Good play here. The retake is coming on through as they're trying to execute on the same time.
Clutch, or will they just fall apart? About to find out. They do have information already off the bat, Rook.
They do. Pooh finds that first frag, and well, Fox pushed right back. BREN are right on site already. They clear it out, they check it out, but there's a flank and a half. Crows goes down, however, Borkum does force them back, and well, Pooh gets caught out by Dispenser. Good shots at range from Borkum. Claim yet another victim, and that is just down to 1 for X10 here. As BREN eSports looking like they're gonna pick up this pistol round yet again. That's now scary. Waiting on site as well. X10 just looking for that time to shine. We could easily still see a rotate. It can still happen. Dubstep is waiting outside of Hooker here, knowing that executing in here could be oh so difficult. Borkum gonna lead that charge most likely, as does still have those flashes up. Wants to try and make that play, just moves on in, doesn't even flash. Looking to catch them off guard. Playing close to the wall. There's an easy frags coming through. They clean up the Hooker players while 1 frag comes here because, well, X10 is just a little bit further back. Arrow comes through to try and deny. Waiting in the wings. Takes down that push. Trying to spray. Trying to deny. Arrow, again, trying to hold this position. Some good damage coming down, but hasn't finished anyone off yet. Moves on over the molly. Scary finds 2 for his 3rd. Crows is just behind him. What a spray down. Scary with the 4K. Ultimate to play with. If BREN eSports make some mistakes, get caught up by their shotguns, it could be a real problem for them. They need to play these longer angles, and I think BREN have been really solid at actually doing that. A lot of respect on this team. They know that X10 are going to punish them if they go for these closer and more cheeky angles. They know that they need to just push in more solidly, go for these defaults, and shut them out. All the utility goes on in. Sushi Boys trying to find that wall bang, but, well, BREN finds Fox as they push on in, and X10 are already down. I don't even think they want to be committing that Brimstone ultimate. It would be nice if they could find a frag off of it, but it just ain't happening. Barely doesn't kill that player. You hate to see it. BREN find another frag off of Jesse Vash there, and well, X10 down to 2 players. Especially in the previous match, it was one of those things we were kind of highlighting. There it comes. We see the ultimate come out, the Hunter's Fury. Try and deny. Oh, Fox doesn't actually find anything. It's Pooh who finds that first frag as Borkum just gets caught out, and X10 up a player, but still down 5 rounds. This is going to be difficult for them nonetheless. Pushing on out. That's an operator shot and a half. Pooh is easily just going to get the heck out of dodge and not get caught out at all. In fact, setting up a second vantage point from which to play. They push out, the shot whiffs, but Pooh again putting pressure on them. Showstopper comes on through. They are out in the open. This could be an easy frag coming through, but Pooh, he shuts them down. 3 versus 2. 2 versus 2 as Jesse finds the all-important frag. The X10 guys are going to be moving on into this site now. 30 seconds on the clock, and now spike planted. Sushi Boys expecting to deal with these players. Gets hit by that arrow. That is brutal. Is now down to half health, starting to move on towards U-Hauls. They're going to try and pincer it, but they need to do it quickly. They don't have a huge amount of time to work with. Sushi Boys getting ready in the position, expecting the player takes down one, but that will give them away. The spray comes on through.
At least have the information, so if they push into this, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. BREN eSports.
Yeah. There it is. We run it back, trying to make things happen. Wants to play towards this opportunity. The paranoia might be enough, but you can see Pooh waiting around the corner with the right click. Has more, doesn't find enough.
No!
Unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, this isn't really. Oh, teleporting.
Okay.
Looking for this opportunity. They're just going for it. BREN jump on in. They find a frag, and they come thick and fast. 2 plays remaining from X10. They don't have a lot of chances. They managed to get refragged. Borkham is up and Adam. X10. They know it's going to have to be another lost round. BREN eSports.
In such a commanding lead, you can start experimenting with the playstyle. That said, though, yeah, I like this aggression. They're still going for it. It works right now, and they are still going to be able to close it down. That said, Pros trading it out. Borkham going down is pretty massive, and it looks like Sushi Boys is hanging out in the back, but meanwhile, while Sushi Boys is shift walking all the way over back to A, their friends are going down one by one. Fox is trying to at least keep it even. 3v2 right now, Rook.
Yeah, and they're quite far away. You can see that, well,
Last player standing.
Fox wants to push on in here. Oh, Sushi Boy's going down. That has turned this from a possible into a... Nope, nada. And Fox pushing versus 3 players to try and get this defuse. Just ain't happening. Baiting out, gets shot through the wall. They peek up to the right. Shots land. BREN eSports take map to 13-8. It's a lot of 13. We've been seeing a lot of frenzies today. It seems to be the SEA special, but, well, those ghosts coming through, and they are hella strong too. Takes down 2 players early on, and X10 off to a great start as they gun down 2 members of BREN eSports. It's a big opportunity for them to continue and pick up a good pistol round, run away with it, have a good defense. X10, I think they really do need to have a strong defense here, and picking up Ching early on bodes pretty well. BREN down 3 players now, and I don't think that execute's going to make things any better. They try to push on through this smoke. Could get quite hard for them. Jesse has the spike, but pushing on in here just isn't advisable.
No, but what else are you going to do? It's either that or you go up against wherever else. It's a 1v5 or 2v5.
Right here.
It's not much you can do.
Absolutely.
30 seconds
Jesse.
left.
He's trying to wait things out. Oh, isn't given away barely. Utility goes on through, and they are out in the open now. That's easy kill for Crows.
Wow. True. It wasn't safe, though. Gotta kind of remember that, as they were finally able to invest in it. Hello! Dispenser will dispense of them.
Yeah, a good couple of frags, and they're just going to execute right onto this B site. No one's there. Oh, it doesn't quite make it under. But I don't think that's too much of a problem. You just got to get this spike back, then look for that plant. Dispenser is just waiting around the corner, expecting the push to come on through. Out in the open, the complete middle. Turret tries to bait him out, gets some good shots on in. So Sushi Boys won't be alive much longer. Frag very much sets. X10 up for a great start of this round, but the push from the side, Dubstep. He's a big playmaker. Often makes those frags that are needed for BREN to make things happen. BREN just push. Dubstep, you cannot just get away with that. Wait! Blinds! This is a Killjoy going down. Looking for that lockdown. They want to make this play onto site. No frags yet, but they're looking to move on in now.
Well, I mean, an Odin through the wall is still good as an Odin on site, but they see that they have the information. They go on the backside, and they shoot him down. able to trade out from Ching. Beautifully done. And we'll be able to lock it down. BREN still keeping up the momentum of some kind, and there's really no way. However, Sushi Boy, I mean, we've said it before, if you want anybody to clutch something out, you want Sushi Boy. And they've yet to plant the spike. Sushi Boy.
Yeah, he's holding strong. The push
Oh,
comes
that's a
through.
good
They try to
flash.
He tries to hold, but Borkham can't quite let him live like that. Scary. I think you actually just back off here,
Oh,
dude.
no.
You want to look for that
back
shot.
up
They're
there.
hot droning in. They're
Shot
looking
the
to make
volley.
that move happen. Frags back and forth. Scary does go down, but at the cost of a play. I think he's very happy with that one. But Dubstep taking it down Sushi Boys here means that BREN eSports yet again have site control and are looking to just execute on this push right now. Two players looking to try and contest this. Does actually find the frag, but Dubstep ever so happy to refrag their teammates. Just one left from X10, and it's, well, Pooh looking for these frags. 1 versus 2. This is very winnable here. Looks for the shots, but with some more. One-track minded, and they are looking for this B site right now. Looking to move on in. Utility goes on through to try and cover that push. We only see that one turret, and it's easily going to go down. Teleporting into the back. Will this be enough to stop this push? Actually gets denied. Set right back to where they came from, and Borkham, well, he's just absolutely on a tear right now. 2 easy frags. Crows manages to get something back, but it's 4 versus 2, and they're getting covered from so many different angles. What do X10 even do here? BREN just seem to pile the pressure on and on and on.
Yeah, they don't know what to do with this aggression. They managed to at least frag out, but it just...
One enemy remaining.
It have to just find out, Rook.
They certainly do. They're starting to push on in. They dash on through. They're trying to get that wall bang, but a lot of damage coming through left, right, and center. But of course, it's Dubstep who finds that first frag. Good hold right now from X10, but they are easily shut down. BREN, just move on in.
30 seconds
They're a
left.
player up. The spike is down, and what even do you do here? Sushi Boy's trying to find those frags. He's a clutch player, but doesn't even get the chance to make that happen.
And now, here they go, rotating towards B, and it's, you know, just one dude at B, and it's not Odin, man. It's just Fox and his
30
classic
seconds left.
just gonna try to hold it down, and they're just gonna rush on through. Yes, it's a save round, but it would be nice to take some guns out, but they won't be able to do anything, Rook.
They really won't, yet again. Cut off from the site. BREN, make the execute happen. X10 cannot find their way on in, trying to dash, trying to be dynamic, make something happen here, but it doesn't seem to ever work. They try to spray him down. Here we go. Hunter's Fury tries to find something here, but this time X10 holding a little bit stronger, but still they get thwarted in these gunfights. BREN eSports winning out on an individual and aim level, a level that is so hard to change mid-match. Sometimes you can hit a lucky streak, get in form, or something along those lines, but strategy is often the key way to push.
Look at Sushi. This is a newfound success. They have information. They're going to start pushing on the site. They're going to find this cat. But Sushi does fall back. But Scary holds down the fort. Will be able to find 2. Pooh does at least find 1 more, but gets traded out. And this is now a site that is going to be locked down. And while it is technically player advantage for XT, BREN does have the spike in their court. But that ultimate coming in from Sushi Boy could help out and at least get them that 3rd round and at least not bring it to the double digits, but I don't know, Jesse could do something crazy. But with that stun, it's probably not going to be.
No, not matter. X10 need to be the ones to make things happen. Finding good frag like that bodes very well. Sushi Boys leading that team forward. Now they're starting to put that pressure on Pooh at the very front, trying to find those shots, dashes through. They are putting pressure onto this B site. They want to shut down these players ASAP. Jesse finds a frag, but it's easily going to get taken down by Pooh here. That's a good couple of frags coming through. And X10 looking like they're going to be able to pick up this pistol round.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, but yeah, I do feel like that is going to be the case. Last one is Ching against 4 folks. And they already know where exactly they are. They're going to drop the paranoia, but I think it might be all for naught. Doesn't even at least find. They're already gonna make the footsteps, so they know that it's time to rotate, I assume. And I mean, if the utility wasn't enough, so they're gonna start going in. Jesse won't even find one, and they will start locking down the site. And here we go, 3v4. Not impossible, but never mind. It is going to be 4v2 as soon as I say that. And we're about to go into it. Lockdown on the site. This is looking good for X10. I'm starting to get on the X10 hype train again, Rook. But you know, they're going to go ahead.
Bomb grenade out.
Yep. Paranoia doesn't hit. Pops out. Now Storm buys them a bit of time. Dispenser is up against it. Doesn't even find one. Scary found that opening frag. Spike needs to go down. X10 are looking for their execute here. They're 2 versus 3. BREN are looking to make their move on towards here, but they're down a player now. They had the advantage. It was all the good opportunity, but Dispenser barely didn't let it happen. TPing. Trying to bait out info. They actually didn't go anywhere at all. Ching does not check their corner. Sushi Boys versus this remaining player alongside one more. It's gone so long and we've seen so many different forms is telling in the way these teams have adapted a lot of their play right now. Ching holding strong on this site, but with the frag coming through onto Borkum, BREN are behind massively right now. They are down 2 players. The execute's coming on through. Ching ain't able to hold a candle to this offense right now. Dubstep wants to make things happen with this Blade Storm, but versus 5, well, he has a dagger for each of them.
X10 have no interest in dealing with the offense. They will be ready to drop that ultimate and start just securing the site once more with Feeling Rook.
Absolutely, there it comes, the Hunter's Fury. The lockdown destroyed, brilliantly played by Jesse there. BREN might have found the opening they need. 2 players left and not much health between them. That is a dead Pooh Bear. Likely coming towards B, but there's a lot of utility waiting there. BREN, Dispenser, waiting in this position yet again. They've had a lot of trouble trying to find these frags here, so it is a surprise they continue to hold this. Good shot coming through there from Dispenser. Hunter's Fury to try and hunt them down. Good shots come through. They will eventually pick off that player, but it is X10 who continue to find those frags. I mean, it is 3 versus 3. Fox heading towards the back. Ching moving in from market here with some backup. The run it back popped right here. They're looking for the opportunity to move on in. They're going to get flanked from a couple of different angles. And that turret gives away positions. Good shot coming through from Scary, but he's pressured off with the backup. X10 find the frags. It's just Borkum versus 2 now. Can he find this opportunity? Is moving out position given away by that turret. He tries to play around with it, but he is just going to be so out in the open. BREN, eSports, no, they're in a bad position right now. They just need to find these frags at whatever cost. Unfortunately, the raw end of that deal, but he found the frag. He got what he needed, and BREN optimizing for their team's position. Jesse takes that control right away. Brilliant stuff there. With this recon arrow, they're going to have a lot of information about where this push is coming from. He actually shoots it. Good frag comes through from X10. That is 1 player down. As they're starting to look for that opportunity to make a move. X10 just move on in. Jesse cannot hold a candle here, and this is 3 versus 3 now, with the spike going down.
Trouble is brewing for the side of BREN Esports as they are just trying to secure the site, but it's against Phantoms and Vandals. I don't know if you can really do that. And a Breach that has 4 million flashes, may I remind you. So it's going to be tough, but Dubstep does manage to find one. But it's not enough health.
They know there's going to be a player on the right. Sushi Boys just manages to hightail it out of there. The Nanostorm and the Molly, the hot hands going down right away. Sushi Boys is on that flank. They're looking for the play. Defensive Killjoy comes out. The lockdown is in effect. X10, they have to be very careful. So just have to make a play here. Sushi Boys gets caught on that flank. Important position to try and make that happen. A player gets detained, and they're looking to try and defuse here. Trying to battle some of those shots, trying to stop it from happening. But he's just holding it. Borkum stops, trying to go for it. Crows with a 3 of 4K. X10. With that info gathering again, trying to catch something, but he's not expecting Dispenser to be there. BREN consistently finding a bunch of these frags. Spike isn't down. The B site is wide open. BREN, you found the frags, but at what cost? You've given up all the position, and you've struggled greatly to make these retakes happen. I'm so surprised that they gave up just control, but at least they got something for it. Will it be enough to trade back and pick up this round?
I mean, they have the player advantage. You would think that potentially they'll be able to do it. They'll do a good amount of stun damage and also a lot of damage in general. Oh my gosh, Dubstep comes from the sky, but it's not going to be able to find anything. It's just a crossfire setup here. They are committing to the defuse. They're going to do what they can, but they're going to get shut down, and they will take back the lead.
But he gets sent back from whence he came. Dispenser is still holding his angle. Utility comes towards. The alarm bot gives away a bit of the position here. They know the execute is coming on through. Dispenser is just waiting for things to subside. Flash comes towards. They are pushed out of this angle. That is such a free frag. X10 capitalizing well, but Jesse turns up when they need them to. Unfortunately, they turn up and stick around a little too long. 1 versus 3. BREN might just be staring down equal points yet again. X10, they are hungry for it.
They gotta go and save, because you don't really have that money to be 1v3 clutching it, especially the fact that you're kind of still both are fighting for overtime. Or no, the Aerie, excuse me, might happen. But, yes, they're gonna go for this take here. Not gonna push in on this.
Oh, that shot barely doesn't land. Dubstep continues to put that pressure on Ching. Trades back and forth. BREN eSports are still only down 1 player right now. The execute's coming on through. Dispenser finds that opening frag. They really need to set them ahead right now. But the push is coming through from Sushi Boys. They're expecting this player to be here.
No way!
He's going to get taken out. Dubstep manages to find that shot. Does get ended by Foxes here. But that now means that Borkum is able to put them down to 1. This is 1 versus 3. BREN pick up the round, are on match point, and will X10 be able to bring it back to overtime? Concussion goes down and it finds next to nothing. BREN eSports.
30 seconds left.
They're wasting a lot of utility away from X10 right now. This could be their big opportunity. The run it back comes on through. They want to deny this push. The push is coming through on mid as well. The same time. He is looking for this opportunity. Cheng is waiting. He doesn't get hit by the paranoia. All importantly, frag comes through. Is that going to be enough to deny? They've got site control. They're going to be able to get this spike on down just barely in time. But 4 members of BREN all moving together. It's going to have to be a major spray down to bring this back. Can X10 do it? You see the frag come through. BREN finds 1. There's only 3 left on the board.
Dispenser does have their ult as well, so this site is almost pretty much guaranteed to be theirs. Have to wait and see. Oh, hold on! Crows!
Big frags! Crows brings it to the board. 3 versus 2. BREN need to utilize the fact that they have these forward positions. There comes the frag.
It's a big question for X10. Can they overcome the aggro attack? It's been a while. Have you learned your lessons?
Don't know if they have. BREN finds that first frag with Ching leading that way.
You need to make a choice, you're right.
30 seconds left.
I mean, it does seem like they're going to try to bait out the information. But, I mean, they already know that's going to be rotating. They get the spike down. Tree is taken out. And there it is. Oh my gosh, scary. With the scary frags and Sushi.
Not many. Absolutely not many. And, well, now they are the ones who are going to have to step up. And, well, they better step lightly so they don't go down quite so easily. That is a great start. Good frag coming through. Borkum. Well, let's take down 2, but the refrags are thick and fast. It is 3 versus 3. And X10, they are planting right now. They're setting up for this post-plant. No ultimate in the hands of Dispenser. Very little utility at all, honestly. Dubstep is looking to move on forward with it. Ultimate into a better position. We can see that X10 are all too happy to relocate. Those smokes coming through, trying to deny. Sushi Boys still playing from below. BREN eSports looking for that opportunity to move up and into the right position. But they're just getting thwarted at so many different angles. Scary takes a lot of damage. And that recon bolt will give him away. He's going to put that paranoia towards these positions. Sushi Boys still holding, trying to bait out. Hits a couple of shots, but doesn't finish anything off. They're holding strong. Scary finds those frags.
Scary!
And 4K in the round. Fox also helps and pitches in that